Alrighty guys, welcome back. We got some Super GT tonight. We're going to look at a couple of the GTR Nismos. So we've got the Tanax Gainer one right here, the one that's in chrome. And then we also have this one, the Realize Group. Both are really cool. We actually have gotten these cars before from the past series. These are both from the 2023 season. And then the older versions are from the 2022 season. So, yeah, we've got 2022 and 2023 of the Tanax and Realize GTRs. So, we definitely will be taking the old ones out. They're in this display case back here. So, we'll go ahead and take them out because I do kind of want to compare and see what's different. There are a few differences. I'll probably go ahead and put this Panos one in there too, because I like that one more than the other ones. Definitely want that in the case. But, yeah, so we'll set those back there for now. We'll actually take a closer look at these models first. So, yeah, let me go ahead and get them opened up, and we will cut to that. Okay, there we go. We'll go ahead and get rid of the plastic, get that off to the side. Here's the boxes. We'll look at those closer in just a sec. Card art on these is very nice. I don't know if it's the same card art as the previous ones, but it's, you know, it's nice. It's got the copyright GTA, so I'm assuming that's the person that does the renders or the person that took the photos. I'm not exactly sure. I'm assuming these are actually real photos, though, because I do see drivers in the cars. So, definitely pretty cool. I do like that. We'll get those out of here, though. Here's the cars. Again, we'll get rid of that plastic. And here they are. Let's go ahead and start off with the Tanax one. I think this is my favorite out of the two. It's just, I like the livery more. I think it looks really nice. So it is a chrome car. And in this case, chrome is fine because this is, you know, this is a real racing car and the livery is actually chrome. So like in this case, this is awesome. Like the chrome. But yeah, it's got some nice red details running through it as well. You've got these like kind of like gunmetal gray bronze type color of wheels, which look awesome. Got some decent detail in that center, in the center of it right there where the hub is. You've got Dunlop printing on it. Dunlop Dereza for this one. So very cool. Love the yellow tire printing. It makes these cars so much better. It's to the point where I don't really want to buy race cars from a brand if it's does not have tire printing on it because they just look a little plain. But yeah, wheels and tires look awesome, of course. These are both going to roll quite well, so no worries there. And then in regular Mini GT fashion, you got rubber wing mirrors. These ones actually look like they're painted like a gunmetal gray color, which is kind of cool. And they're molded and appear to be pretty accurate, or as accurate as you can get at this scale with rubber, but they look nice. Number 11 on this one, you've got the Live drugstore sponsor on the side, the Nismo stripe in red right there. You've got a silver exhaust tip and some arrow bits on that side skirt. Looks really nice. You've got the Tanax logo right there above the back wheel, GT3, all kinds of sponsorship logos in the back right there. Very cool. What else do we have going on the side? We've got Dunlop sponsorship down there. Again, Motul, pretty standard on these Super GT cars. You got a little silver detail on the window where the little like sliding door would be. At least I believe that's what that's for. Pretty sure it is. But yeah, it looks really nice. Chrome is done very well. It's, you know, it's chrome. Just a regular chrome. Looks good. Names of the drivers on the top right there. On the roof, you've got this Dream Holdings logo with Dunlop down at the bottom. And then on this side, it should pretty much be the same. There is a couple of those little silver holes right there. I believe those are the fuel ports. So that's where they fuel it up at, I am pretty sure. More exhaust detail on the side at the bottom right there. And yeah, I think the livery is pretty much the same. It's just mirrored. Well, not mirrored, but it's flipped over to the other side. Looks really good. Love the red detailing with the chrome. It's a nice combo for sure. But here is the front yellow headlights on these GT300 cars, which is awesome. I love them. Yellow headlights they always just look good on race cars. But you've got some silver striping going through for the daytime running light detail, and then you can see some nice bulb detail down underneath the acrylic. I actually think that's done in silver down there, like some silver plastic molding, so that is really nice. You've got the GTR badge in the front grille, which it's always a little bit hard to read because prints just don't show up super well on that textured material, but definitely not bad. A little bit of silver going through there. Red going across that front lip, that massive front lip, I should say. It is quite large. And then you've got a couple plastic canard pieces glued into the body at the front end. Overall looks pretty good. You've got Drugstore Live and Tanax Nismo. The 11 on the number box right there. And then you've got some release clips as well, kind of painted with black with little tiny black arrows, which looks pretty good in my opinion. Just a yellow stripe on the windshield banner with the gainer, and then you've got the number counter as well right there. Just a black interior. You do have a pretty nice looking molded windshield wiper on the windshield though. It's like molded quite accurately. I was looking for a particular word there. Intricate. It's molded quite intricately into the windshield, and then it also is painted black. It actually almost makes it look like a separate piece. It's actually quite nice. I don't know if I've noticed that on any of the other ones, but that does look really good like that. So, but yeah, you've got the big wing at the back. It says Tanax on the top. And then I think that's the Nissan Nismo stuff on the side of it right there. Just black, no carbon fiber or paint or anything on that. But this red striping does run back down through the center of the back of the car. You've got a really nicely detailed LED indicator right there. You've got some red coming up and over the rear diffuser. You've got Tanax and all the other sponsorship logos, Dunlop, the number 11. Taillights look really good. They're red acrylic with the silver center dot, as per usual with these. And Nissan logo looks good. It is just printed on. It's not actually a separate piece, which I personally don't mind. They typically tend to be a bit more accurate and centered like that. And yeah, you've got the GTR badge right there, GT3. It looks really good. Definitely looks really good. On the bottom, it tells you what the car is, 2023. So, and it's also flat, which is pretty accurate, I would assume. But yeah, it looks really nice. Super cool livery. I like the color theme. Printing on the tires is super nice. Overall, just a nice model. And yeah, we'll look at the differences at the end, but there is quite a big difference between the 2 years. And actually, they might not actually be like the same car. Well, obviously, they're not the same car. But anyways, we'll get into that more in a minute. But here's this one. This is number 859, the Nissan GTR Nismo GT3 number 56, 2023 Super GT Series Realized Nissan Mechanic Challenge GTR Kondo Racing. It's always a mouthful. 2023 Super GT. Nissan licensing and all the stuff back there. These only come in blisters as they are technically Japan exclusives, even though that's a very loose term. And I didn't show the box off for this one, but it's 861. And yeah, 2023 Super GT, Gainer Tanax GTR, number 11. There's all the info back there. So yeah, this one is a classic livery as far as Super GT goes. I feel like this Realized Group livery is just always around. So it's nothing fresh. Neither of these are, because we have kind of already seen them before. I would say the Tanax one is a bit more fresh than this one. But this one is really nice, and it's quite a nice upgrade over the last one we got. Again, we'll get into that here soon. But you've got Advan Yokohama printing on the wheels, which looks incredible. Black wheels on this one. The casting is going to be exactly the same. So you've got the exhaust detail down here in silver. You've got your red striping going around the bottom trim of the car. The wing is the same. Nice wing. And yeah, great casting. Really good casting. But yeah, this one just has like a dark blue glossy paint. And then you've got some white accents around the headlights. White and silver accents around the headlights. And then a little bit more white accent running down through the back of the car. Looks really good. All kinds of sponsorship logos throughout the car. You've got Pepsi right there. Shout out to Pepsi. I love Pepsi. But yeah, you've got Realized Group, Nissan Mechanic Challenge, Nismo, your number 56 box right there. Yokohama. What's the one below that? Premier? Motul? Logis Next. Yeah, all kinds of stuff that I've never heard of. Some Japanese text right there as well. More sponsorship logos coming up this back pillar. the names of the drivers right there. Of course, you have the Realize Group like globe logo on the top of the roof with the Yokohama behind it. Super nice. Yellow headlights again, they're going to be just as nicely detailed as the Tanax one because they are the same. Realize Group, Nissan Mechanic Challenge, and some more Japanese text on the hood right there. Nismo badge, GTR badge. It actually looks like this one has Nismo printed in that grille detail, which this Tanax one did not. So that's actually kind of interesting. I feel like they should be the same. So they probably just forgot to put it on these Tanax ones, or I just got this, or I just got a bad example that, this was the one that they forgot to put it on. But anyways, it looks good. I love the red Nismo striping that goes up the side of the hood right there. It's classic. And also on the side of the car as well. But yeah, again, yellow striped. You got Nissan and Nismo on the windshield banner. And this side should pretty much be the same. But it is cool to see that Mac Tools logo on the back of it. GT3 in red, NTK. You've got Def and that little Nismo box on the side of this wing. Yokohama on the top. Again, just black plastic, not painted or anything. But yeah, it looks really good. And just like the other one, it's got the red acrylic taillights with the silver dot in the center. Printed on Nismo badge. You got your GTR logo, GT3, Realize. And this one does not have the intricate LED detail in that little box on the back, not like the Tanax Gainer one did. So kind of interesting. So like this one has the Nismo badge on the front grille, but does not have the actual LED lights in there. This one has the LED lights in there, but does not have the Nissan or the Nismo badge. So, and I don't know, maybe like this particular car just doesn't have that little LED indicator back there. I'm not sure, but it is a little difference. But yeah, it looks really good. Again, 2023 Nissan GTR Nismo GT3. Yeah, it's pretty nice. But let's go ahead and look at the differences between them. So since we're already on the Realize one, we'll start with it. As you will see, they are two different blues, and I'm sure this is accurate. Okay, just a little side note here. So I'm looking at photos now, and it does look like this one from 2022 is technically the wrong color. It is supposed to be dark blue like this one, and you can see that on the photo right here. It is actually like a dark blue. This is the car from the 2022 season. So Mini DT did get that color wrong, so that's another reason to not worry about getting this one if you do not already have it. Go ahead and get the 2023. I believe I looked at pictures and figured out they were accurate a while ago. But I will go ahead and throw up a picture of them both on screen so you can kind of see the color difference. But yeah, they both look good. I think I do prefer the dark blue a little bit more. I think the dark blue makes it look a little bit cleaner on this newer one. And then the other huge difference that is really eye-opening is the fact that this new 2023 version has the Yokohama printing on the wheels, tires, and this one had no tire printing, which makes this one not look very good in my opinion. I mean, it's obviously super complex livery. It's got stuff all over it, so it's still a cool model for sure, but it does not look super great without that tire printing. So, and I'm assuming, well, not assuming, it did have the Yokohama. I don't know why I say Yokohama. It's Yokohama. This one definitely has the Advan wheels on it, tires. But Mini GT just didn't put them on there. So I guess you could definitely go ahead and swap the tires from this new one to this one and make it look better if you want to take some photos or something. But yeah, it's just this new one definitely overshadows the old one. But they are pretty nice. They do have some differences, like windshield banners a different color. They are both the same car, just from different years. They're both the number 56 Realize Group GTR. But, and I'm sure there's some sponsorship logo differences as well. And probably different drivers, I would assume. Let's see, we've got, actually, no, same drivers. No. The, is that Brazil? Is that the Brazil flag? I'm pretty sure it is. The Brazilian driver is the same. The Japanese driver is different between the two. So there is that. And then there's a look at the sides if you want to pause and look at the differences. They actually look pretty similar in terms of sponsorships. I think there's one extra one. It's kind of hard to hold both of them with one hand and then point. There's an extra one right here on this one that is missing there, but they both have Pepsi and Puma, and there's an extra one right here on this one. Man, this is like playing that find the differences game. There's so many. But anyways, they both look good. Yokohama on the wing for both of them. And then there's the back view for both of them as well. And they both have this little circle thing where that LED indicator is. So maybe this Realize Group 1 just doesn't have it. But yeah, it looks really good. The logos on the back ends look identical, I think. I don't see any differences there. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, the new one's definitely better just because of the fact it has tire printing. So if you missed out on the 2022 version, just get the 2023 and call it a day. Because it's just better with the tire printing. And I think, the personal preference here, I think having tire printing is just subjectively just looks better. Well, I guess it would be objectively looks better. But yeah, definitely like the new one more. So we'll go ahead and compare these two real quick. And so this one is a little iffy on whether they're not. I should have Googled it before I started this video. But this car is number 10 and this car is number 11. I don't know if Tanax Gainer runs 2 GTRs in Super GT every season or if they just run one. But obviously this one from 2022 is number 10, 2023 is number 11. So technically they could be different cars because they usually keep the same numbers every season. There might have been some switching around. I can't really base it off the numbers, but there is, it's the Tanax Gainer GTR, so we will point out the differences. Obviously, 2022 has white striping and detailing, whereas 2023 has red. That by itself is a huge difference, and I think it makes these look awesome next to each other. They both do have the Dunlop Dureza tire printing, which is awesome. But they're a little bit different in terms of the shades. So the 2023 is more of like an actual yellow, and then the 2020, I don't even remember what years I'm saying. The one on the top, the older one, is yellow, and the text on the wheels for the new one is more of like a yellowish gold, so a little bit different color. The wheels actually look like a different color too. Top is like gunmetal gray, and then bottom is like that, gunmetal gray bronze. So a little slight different color on the wheels. But other than that, a lot of the sponsorship logos will be the same. They're both chrome. Just one has, the major difference is one has white and one's red. So there's a look at the back. And they both do have that little LED indicator too. And they both do not have the Nismo badge. So maybe that is accurate between the Realize and the Tanax ones. Maybe these ones they just don't have that logo on there. But yeah, they both look super awesome. I like them both a lot. And yeah, I don't really see any major flaws with any of them either. So that is always a positive. So yeah, and then I will try to find photos of both of these as well and throw them up so you guys can see. Sometimes it is hard to find pictures of these Super GT cars, so hopefully I can find them. I'll do my best. But yeah, there they are. So you guys will have to let me know what your preferences are with these. Like I said, that old Realize Group 1 without the tire printing, I don't think it's worth going back to buy. If you already have it, then keep it, of course. But yeah, and then obviously both of the Tanax Gainer ones are good. Obviously they're such crazy color difference that I wouldn't say that one's worth it more than the other because they're both fantastic. But yeah, they're both really nice. But yeah, I really do like these GTRs a lot. I still think this orange Panos one in here is my favorite. That one is just super cool. But they're all really cool. I do like them all, and that is why I have all of them so far. At least all of them from Super GT. I'm missing some of the Pop Race collab ones from back in the day for the Nismo GT3s. But anyways, that's a different story. But yeah, you guys will have to let me know what you think down in the comments below. As always, I appreciate you watching. I'll catch you in the next one.